What's going on, everyone? This has to be probably one of my best scalping setups early in the morning, where essentially you can take one trade and walk away for the day. Now, again, I know the majority of traders out there want to sit at the computer screens all day. You know, you want to catch the big move all the way down at the bottom and ride it all the way up to the top side, or you want to get short off the open and take this big move to the downside. But what if I told you that there was space here to actually make enough money to where you can walk away on the day? Now, I'm not talking about catching the move here and selling it down here. What I'm saying is, what if you can have an order where you just simply capture that and you can walk away for the day? Let me kind of explain what I'm talking about. What we're looking at here is the 30-minute opening range low. So we're looking for the breakdown, we're looking for the breakout. Depending on which side of the market we're trading closer to is going to be the point of emphasis. So again, if we notice at 9:40 in the morning New York time, we put in the 30-minute opening range low, and that price was sitting at 20,628. Now, this is a trade setup that myself and a lot of other traders inside of Evolution Traders are looking for each and every single day. We have very specific price targets. Some of us, our price targets are a little bit bigger. Some of us are a little bit smaller because we're playing more heavy size. But all in all, we are ready. We're talking about it before it even happens, and we're ready to execute on this trade when it happens. So the dotted line here is going to be our 30-minute opening range low. Now, this white line that you see down here, I should probably change this a different color. I don't know what color I like. Let's do blue. Does that make sense? Blue, does blue make sense? I don't know. But anyways, the blue line is the overnight session high, or overnight session low. So those London lows, the market from, when we open up overnight is what I'm looking at. So what I'm looking at is from midnight, right? When we break way into Thursday, I want to see what those lows are. Now, if we kind of scroll back a little bit, you're going to see here at around 4:30 in the morning New York, we kind of double bottomed and we put in this low. And if you're trading this time, which unfortunately I am not, I am still nestled in bed and I'm still asleep, but there's some of you guys who are trading, you guys can kind of see this little bit of a low that we put in here. We consolidate, and then we kind of sweep those lows, and then we start a big, nice, absolute rally going into the New York session. And if you look at it, off the open of the New York session, we had a very quick sweep of liquidity to the top side and then a drastic drop to the downside. Now, there was a lot of us who actually caught some of this move to the downside, right? On some scalps, down, down, down. But the play that I'm actually looking at that happens every day, obviously, because every day you're going to get a 30-minute candle close, is this little pocket right here. And the reason why is because if we notice the lows from 4:30 a.m., right, 4:25 overnight session, London session, whatever you want to call it, if we look at those lows, we have a very definitive area that we could use as a potential landing spot, as a potential sweep of liquidity, as a potential take profit. So if that price is sitting down at 20,595, and I'm looking at that first 30-minute candle, and I'm looking to get in below the lows of around 20,628, I can see here that I've got over 30 points of downside potential. Now, why is this important? Because right here, right now, we can tell ourselves, I could maybe look for 10 points. I can maybe look for 15 points. I can maybe look for 20 points. Why? Because we have potential to drop into this overnight session low for 30 plus points. So assuming that we put in a little bit of a bounce, and we didn't even need to bounce this much, a little bit of a bounce where we can put a stop order below that low, and assuming the top of the hour hits, meaning 30-minute opening range is closed, we could automatically get filled here right at 10 a.m. And this would have easily swept a 5-point take profit, a 10-point take profit, a 20-point take profit. Let's do some math. If you were trading one mini contract and took 20 points off this move in a blink of an eye, it's a $400 trade. Walk away for the day, your day is done. If you're trading two, it's an $800 day. Walk away, your day is done. If you're trading three mini contracts, you're well over $1,000 in a trade that literally lasted less than a few minutes. So we don't even need to catch all of this move to the downside. It's nice. Should we trade it? Maybe, but we don't need to. We don't need to catch the reversal back up to the upside. Is it nice? Sure. We don't need to. We can simply look at this 30-minute opening range each and every single day. We can correlate that alongside of those overnight lows, okay? And we can use that as a price target. We can use that as a sweep of liquidity. We can use that as a final destination or a potential TP, right? That take profit zone. And all we need to do is some very simple math. How much contracts do we want to put on the table? What do we want our stop to be? Now, we don't want our stop to be well out of control. And again, I would recommend maybe a 10, 12, 15-point stop loss, especially on the NASDAQ trading this early. It's very volatile, and the range was extremely large today. So maybe something around 15 points. Make sure you have an account size balance that's going to be able to withstand taking those kind of losses, because not every day it's going to work. You are going to take some of those losses, and you don't want to get clipped to where you lose your account on one trade, right? So if you're trading a $50,000 account, maybe one mini, maybe if you're super aggressive and it's an evaluation, hell, put on 2, 3, 4 mini contracts. But if it's a funded account, you can do things where you're trading one mini contract with a 10-point risk, where you're risking $200 to potentially make $400, to potentially make $300. It's a good risk to reward ratio. The trade can happen fast. You don't have to do too much. You can just get that bracket in there. You can put your stop loss order in there. So as soon as you get filled, either you're going to get stopped out or you're going to make some money. Let me clarify this. If you do take this trade and you do make over $250, $350, $450, $550, $650, please just either trade micros for the rest of the day and just try to pad your P&L, or walk away. Okay. Because the last thing you want to do is go out there and make $400 off the open like this and then give it back in one trade. God forbid, right? If you guys enjoyed this video, maybe you want to trade this strategy, this setup with me each and every single day live, where we're kind of looking at these levels before they happen and marking them out. That way we're ready for them. Join the Discord, 24 hours, all access, free pass. I have 8 spots available before that price increases and goes back to normal size. The team is growing. It's great. Everyone's learning. Everyone's getting better. They're asking questions. I enjoy doing it because you guys in the room help me become a better trader. How? Because you guys can call out levels that maybe I'm not looking at. Today was a perfect example where when we broke through these lows, I was calling out, guys, what's the next level? What's the next level? People are telling me yesterday's low wick, this and that and the other. We had a previous touch point here on a 4-hour chart. Great. We can work together as a team so we can trade these markets better. Again, I don't know everything. I'm not the best trader in the world. I do have a lot of years of experience, and I try to use those years of experience to help pass on the message and what I do know to other traders. However, we're all looking at the same charts, and some of us see the charts differently, and some of us can have different levels that might be of interest to me. So again, maybe some of my levels can help you, my setups can help you, and maybe some of your knowledge and setups and levels and key area inflection points can help me. So it creates this team of traders who are all working towards the same goal. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see all of you guys on the inside.